There it
Yeah,
is.
give it a rest. Hey,
Hey, hey.
what's up, everybody? This is your boy Vinny MG, and I am with my awesome friend, Mr. Phoenix,
Hey,
and
what's up? What's up?
we are the Mini Vinny Show. Let's
Oh,
talk
yes.
paranormal.
Yes, for sure, man. We've got to, um, if they watched us when we were working on our own, they might remember Nicole,
Yeah.
Nicole Ferro, who has done paranormal. If they haven't, this will be their first time. And by the way, we are on LBOC Network, Podcast Network now.
Yep. Finally made it the big times.
Yes, we are working on it.
All right, let's bring our guest in and let's have a little bit of fun.
All right, let's do it. There she is.
Hi guys.
Hi, Nicole. It's nice to see you again.
You too. It's been so long.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'd say about a month.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
probably,
basically.
right? 10 minutes ago.
All right,
All
go,
right,
Vinny,
all
go.
right.
You're up.
Vinny, go, huh? So I see that you sent Jeremy some of your videos and photos, well,
Yeah.
pictures too, right? You wanna explain what's going on here and tell us a little bit about it?
I don't know which one you have up.
Let me play this right here. I will play this video. All right, here we go.
If you have anything to say, what's your name? How many spirits are in the building?
All right. Well, basically, what that is a couple years ago, I was hired to do one of the buildings downtown Newport Richey was turning 100 years old, so they were having their centennial celebration, and they wanted to do something different than any other year before. So they actually got us access into 8 buildings from the downtown area of Newport
Nice.
Richey. And me and a group that I used to work with, we used to raise money for children cancer awareness
Oh,
out
that's
of
really
the
cool.
events that we used to run. So they hired us to basically, take on this downtown haunted Newport Richey tour. And we were allowed to go into 8 different buildings, which the city wasn't like allowing us. I'd previously tried to get in there on my own, but because it was a prominent person that worked for the city that was asking us to do this, we got the keys basically to the city, and we were able to investigate 8 different buildings in the main downtown area on Main Street. And
Okay.
that is a compilation of all the evidence that we collected from the 8 buildings that we did the walking tour at. So basically, after we were able to investigate, I was able to, make that. I made that video, which I'm very proud of because it's a lot of editing and it's not that easy, especially for somebody that's not, computer friendly or savvy. So I'm very proud of myself that I was able to make that video as good as it is, even though it's probably not that great for a lot of people. But you can hear EVPs, you can hear spirit box answers, you can see thermal cam footage, you can see SLS camera footage, which is real evidence. It's scientific equipment and evidence of paranormal things that we can't explain, in the realm of science, basically. So we were able to, after doing the tour or doing the investigation, making the video, we had like 150 tickets for 2 nights to do a walking tour downtown. And we sold out all of our tickets in 15 minutes.
Oh, dang.
We had that many people wanted to come and take the tour and see what we found and also hear the history of the downtown area down here. Is downtown over here is like 100, it's a little over 100 years old now. So like literally Newport Richey became Newport Richey in 1901. And a lot of people don't know any of the history of the little town that they're living in. So it was kind of neat to be able to tell people, like what the stores are now, what they were then. We had a big fire. The whole area in Newport Richey was actually being made to be what California is today, like Hollywood. But back then, they were black and white movies and there was no sound. So eventually in the 20s, they became what they called the talkies. And Thomas Meehan, who built the downtown theater down there, which is now called the Suncoast Richey Theater, he built it. And he actually had his brother and his brother's company build a hacienda for like Shirley Temple, Gloria Swanson, Johnny Cash, June Carter Cash,
Nice.
Charlie Chaplin. All of these people lived in Newport Richey.
That's cool.
All of these people came to Newport Richey to like hang out and make like Hollywood there. And then unfortunately in like I don't know if it was like 1924 or 1926, most of downtown Newport Richey burnt down.
Ooh.
Because it was all then made of wood. And it was like all like the wild, wild west. There were bordellos and a lot of drinking, a lot of gambling. It was literally the wild, wild west. There were cattle herders and, cowboys and chicken feeders and stuff like that, basically in the area. And that's where they would go, is downtown, So it's kind of cool that, that all of that was like that, because you don't really picture the area that you live in that way. Yeah. So finding like old pictures and then finding out that the whole area was then rebuilt with reclaimed wood holds a lot of energy. So the one building that we were hired from was the only brick building in that area. So that's the only building that didn't burn down. And there's just a lot of energy there. And to be able to see the place, see pictures and hear evidence from these places and people that were alive then. Then we had the 1930s happen. So everybody started going out west to mine gold. And then everybody left Newport Richey and it was left with what we have now. But it's been, rebuilt since. And now it's getting even more rebuilt with all the people coming. So we did the tour, and a lot of, like I said, like in there was a place called Ordinance 1, which I think is like the most haunted kind of place in Newport Richey. And it's just a bar downtown. And the funny thing about that bar is in 1901, it was the original feed store. So if you wanted to buy feed for your cows or your chickens, that's where you went. And then after it burned down, or actually before it burnt down, it was turned into the Newport Richey Fire Department. And it actually burned down as the fire department.
Oh, that's kind of ironic.
Right.
Yeah.
So literally 3 seconds after I turned my spirit box on, I was asking, does anybody want to talk to us? or how many spirits are in the room, I think is what I said. And it just came out loud and clear too. That was the evidence. Within 3 seconds of turning a machine on, I had 2 entities trying to talk to me. So it was really cool that they came out, loud and clear, and like they came out quick,
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I don't mean to interrupt you, but on one of the clips that you showed in the video, there was where there was a window,
Yeah.
just a still window. I thought I saw what looked like a pale face in the window on the corner.
Okay. Well, I think the window that you're talking about, there is a live person in the picture.
Okay.
Reflection in the actual window.
Okay.
The reason why I took the picture of that window is because it's one of the only original windows still in the building. Actually, I think it's the only original window still in the building. And that's why I took it, because they just did like a whole 25-year restoration project on the hacienda, and they completely gutted the whole place. So like a lot of the original stuff is gone. But show me where you think you see this vase, because there might be another one that I didn't see.
Maybe. It was on the bottom. I think. Sorry, I'm not good with left and right. Left hand corner. Bottom
Let me
I'll
left
have to
see.
look
corner.
at it again.
Was it the image or was it a video?
Video.
It was on the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the video. I think it
Okay.
shows really quickly, and then it says hacienda right over the window or something.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have to go over it and look at it and then get that later, because I am still learning the studio. It has updated itself.
Yeah.
Good.
It's very, very advanced now. All right. Well, that's very interesting. Very cool. And what an experience to just be there and witness it, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the crazy things about like the paranormal stuff. Like a lot of people think, they watch these shows and then they're like, oh, I'm going to go there, and they just get all this evidence. But a lot of it is kind of some boring stuff. But when you really do get evidence, it's so exciting to get the evidence. And that's what keeps you like really wanting to keep going back and doing more. That,
Yeah.
That you can talk to something that you can't see, or that it can intelligently answer you.
Yep. I know what you mean. My house is actually haunted. I actually have a video of my bedroom door opening and closing on command. I've showed Jeremy the video. We were gonna
Cool.
post it. I didn't think it was gonna make it into the show today.
I don't know if I've got it or not. I have to look.
Yeah. But it was pretty cool. I even got in the video my mom coming out and walking towards the door and it opening before my mom even gets to the door. It was interesting.
Nice.
It was
Yeah,
really,
it always is. And like when you're sitting somewhere and you really like, you catch something like completely off guard, and you're just like, wow, like, did that really happen? And like so many people don't want to admit, like what's going on and what they see and what's happening, because they can't really explain it, and they don't want you to think they're crazy or, that kind of stuff. But when
yeah.
you're somebody like me and you go to these places specifically looking for, paranormal, you find a lot more than what you think.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what we're going to do eventually as our show grows. Is I'm going to go and hopefully with you and with, I believe you said that we might be interviewing somebody from Tampa Paranormal.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you guys got in contact with them or not. I sent them your information.
Yeah, I haven't heard from her yet, but if we can, I'd like to join them, and then like I said, I'd like to be able to go with you, and we'll go live. Actually, go live while we're investigating.
Yeah, Tampa Bay Spirit Seekers is it's a group that I'm involved with now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any questions before we go to a commercial real quick?
No, I'm all questioned out.
All right. We will be.
Then when we come back, we'll look at these other videos, and I want your opinion. Everybody gets an opinion, but I would love your opinion on it.
Okay.
All righty. Well, we'll see you here in a minute.
All right. Hey, what's up? This is me, Mini Vinny. I got some great news. Me and Mr. Phoenix just joined a brand new network called the LBOC Network Podcast. You can watch us here, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Friday. See you then.
Hey, we are back.
Hey, I got in my car. Getting a little cold out there.
Uh-oh. All right. So I'm going to bring this up, and we shall play it and see if anybody sees anything. And I would want to say thank you for these videos from Top 5 Nuke, I believe is his username.
Yeah, so Super Top 5 Nuke.
Yep.
Thank you very much for letting us use these videos on our show. Let's get into it.
And if you have any paranormal, watching that you want to do, please check us out, and also check out Top 5 Nuke. Please go to his page. So
And if
we will.
Videos or anything that you want to put on the show for viewing, please email us.
Okay. All right, here we go, man.
A woman named Natalie who lives in the UK with her family says that lately strange things have been happening in their home. Natalie says that recently they have been doing renovations in their older house, and she believes that all of the activity might have disturbed something in the home. Something dark and sinister. One night while her son is sleeping, this happens.
But holy.
So you're not the only one.
Some unseen force seems to grab Natalie's son by his ankle and pull him right off the bed. The boy cries, and as if he is speaking to someone that we can't see, he says, "I don't like it. No." Natalie says that her son then ran into their bedroom crying and said that there was a man in his room. Obviously, we can see that there was no man in his room. So just who or what pulled the boy's leg? You decide. Reality check. Now, before we start with this video, it needs a little...
Exactly. Before we start with this video, you can all hear me, correct?
Yes.
What do you think about that with that little boy?
That was interesting. It really was. To be pulled like that and pushed. So,
My first question is, do they always have a video on him that closely when he's sleeping?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, it's primarily only the kid in the video, so it's almost like it was expected for it to happen. Or it was expected, like it was like AI'd or something like that to me.
Right.
But, I mean, it's not unheard of that people, get pulled out of bed or get their leg pulled on while they're in bed.
Right.
But the reaction from the child was legit. I mean, you're that old that you get pulled out of bed by something you can't see in the middle of sleep.
Absolutely.
I would bawl my eyes out too.
I would probably piss myself.
I'd bawl my eyes out now as an adult if I got pulled out of bed like that. But I don't know, I have my suspicions about the video, and yeah, I get it. Like, the kid's reaction. I think the kid's reaction is genuine. I just don't know that I totally believe that video.
Yeah, I can see that.
You have a point. I could see it's a little strange that they have the camera on that child right when it happened. I do see your point. I do see that it could be staged.
Maybe it happened before and they wanted to catch it again, so they put a camera directly on him.
Maybe.
It's very possible.
I don't know. It's a toss-up, but
Yep.
So we've got a mixed feelings on that.
Yeah, we do.
All right, here's the next one, and it has to do with the Quest.
A bit of explanation. So the Quest 3 VR headset has a mixed reality mode where it can scan your room, including all furniture, and it will actually project your game onto the walls, ceiling, and furniture of your own house. This tech uses infrared light and depth sensors to only detect things in the room, and it's actually very accurate. So Reddit user Moki is playing a kid's game called First Encounter where you shoot at puffy little aliens that virtually run around your house. But her Quest VR headset is picking up something very strange in her home.
That alone is strange.
I want it.
Yeah. Ooh. You don't
Oh, my lands, I see it. Yeah, right there.
Now again, it bears mentioning that Moki is playing a kid's game. This is not a ghost game, and whatever that is should not be there. The Quest VR headset has detected something very strange in her hallway. Something shadowy that looks like a man standing there in a dark hood or robe. So just what do you think that her VR headset was picking up? Let me know.
Okay.
I mean, I have a Quest, and there's a mode on my Quest. I have a Quest 2, and there's a mode on it that you can scan a room and have green dots all over your room. And I've picked up things like little blimps and stuff like that, but never like a silhouette. That was actually pretty interesting.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and they are very accurate when it comes to that, because like you said, they do use infrared technology, and infrared does see things the naked eye cannot see.
Well, they also, just like the SLS camera, from the Xbox, same kind of thing. It's an anomaly that happens. It picks up skeletal figures that aren't physically there in the room with you. But it's very plausible that it's there. Now, again, I could believe it being there, but it also, is there a character in the game that looks like that?
I don't know. With it being that kid's game, like he kept putting it was just bouncing aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know the game well enough, but the game looks really cool. I think I want the game.
The SLS cameras, with the Xbox, I'm familiar with that because we were playing Fruit Ninja back in the day, and I had it set up, and then I had it paused, and I left. I look around the corner, and my game is playing by itself. I don't get it, but like Ninja, like Fruit was getting swiped and everything else, and nobody else was playing it.
Yeah, I don't know.
That virtual stuff for the PlayStation 4, the one and everything, and one night I'm going to bed, and that PlayStation 4 just automatically turns on by itself and turns on to the game by itself, and it really freaked me out. I had to get rid of the whole entire system. It was just too scary for me. Being woken up like that.
It's one of the easiest things for them to manipulate, like energy and stuff. So that's very,
Yep. It is very,
possibilities.
All right. Well, let's go with the next one real quick.
Yeah, let's go. Do it.
The Midnight Messenger. Jennifer is taking care of her elderly mother who is critically ill. One night, she sees something on her mother's bedroom video monitor that gives her goosebumps.
Okay.
Did you hear it? In the middle of the night, a quiet little female voice seems to whisper, "Come," and the elderly woman seems to raise her hands and responds, "Okay." Then again, we hear the quiet little voice clearly say, "Mama."
Okay.
Yeah, I heard it. Very.
Yep. When he enhanced it, I heard it.
The woman's daughter, Jennifer, says that she believes that this is the voice of her sister, who passed away in 2017. She believes that her sister is there to comfort their mom as she passes over to the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that's cool. I mean,
By the way, Jennifer's family has recently had a lot of bad news, with both her elderly father and mother sadly becoming critically ill. If you'd like to help them, you can check out their GoFundMe at this link, which you can also find down in the video
I
description.
don't know if that's still going or not.
Scratching the surface.
I have the link. I have no clue. If you want to help them, go for it. See if it is there. But that is cool. I'm sorry, but that is amazing to see something like that.
That is, and it's not unheard of. A lot of people on deathbeds plan to see relatives or loved ones that have passed. My grandmother was one. I have an uncle that passed away a very long time ago when I was just a baby, and when my grandmother died in 2020, she died on Thanksgiving, and it was hard for us. But before she died, we were all in a room with her in hospice, and she kept looking at the window and saying, "My son, my son, my son." And we kind of felt like he was there to bring her home.
Right. Well, guess what? We got a surprise visit real quick from DJ Pappy, who is in the hospital. He's here to talk to us.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Pappy.
Hey, Benny.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
This is Nicole, Pappy. This is Nicole. Nicole, that's Pappy.
Hi,
He's
Nicole.
Hi.
He's one of the little people that is on a little bit of coffee.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I just wanted to pop in and say hi real quick.
That is not a
it's always
problem.
a pleasure to have you, Pappy. We all love you.
Right. So it's good to see you guys.
You too. You get better, okay?
All
Everybody
right,
say some prayers so he's better.
I just want to say hi. I'm going to leave, but I just wanted to say hi and support your show.
All right.
Thank you.
Awesome.
All right. Take care, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
You too.
We also got some comments. One
Here
that
we
is
go.
very, very daunting to me. Vinny Perino sounds very whittle.
Oh,
This is Chris.
you're talking about this one?
Yeah, that one there.
That would be from our good friend POD.
The big fat head. Anyways.
Let's get back to what we are doing.
Yeah, let's get back to what we were doing. So what were your thoughts?
Tara Rule says that as a child, she lived in a haunted house. She says that as she grew up, she believes that some strange paranormal entity from the house attached itself to her.
I'm going to tell you a ghost story. It's a true ghost story. And I believe that whatever it is has followed me here.
Tara says that she often finds all of the cabinets in her kitchen open. She also says that her cat sometimes seems spooked and will actually just hide for no reason. But Tara says that lately, things in her house have started to get even spookier.
I'm on the phone with my stepdad today, right? And he goes, "Who's there with you?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Who's there with you?" I was like, "No one, why?" And he's like, "Who's that guy talking?" I'm like, "I'm here completely alone. What do you mean?" He's like, "There's a man talking, like just as loud as you right now." And I was like, "I don't hear anything." And then he said it stopped.
But it gets even weirder, because you see, recently scratches have started to form on Tara's windows, but not on the inside. Tara has noticed that there are now strange deep scratches on the outside of the windows of her apartment on the second floor.
So bad news, there's new scratches. Again, these are on the outside of the windows, and I'm on the second floor. You can tell me what you think it says. I don't know what it says, but it looks like it's like 4 letters maybe. Again, this is on the outside of the window, you can see. Second floor. But I'll show you, these are definitely on the outside of the window, because I can wipe and they're 100% on the outside. The only other like weird-ish thing to note is I've been hearing like loud noises
didn't. What?
That's Jackie. Oh my god, thank God.
I'm wondering on that. You can see up her nose. Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, Jackie! I'm sorry, dude. You just scared the holy out of me.
As Tara is showing the new scratches that have formed on her windows, she actually manages to capture one of the kitchen cabinets opening all on its own. Understandably, she is a bit freaked out. To this day, Tara Rule still experiences strange activity in her apartment, and she found new scratches on her windows just days ago. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. The other side.
All right, before we go, definitely that was a great plug for him. We want to support everybody in the paranormal we can.
Yep.
I'm iffy on the video.
I don't mean to be rude, but and excuse my language, but fuck that cat. That was fucked up.
Did that kitty scare you?
That kitty scared not only me, but her.
Just a little bit.
Floated out of her body.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. I don't know about the scratches. I mean, I've seen that happen before with the doors, like in the kitchen and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, anything could do that to a window on the outside. High wind picking up twigs that would hit.
When you're talking about doors opening and cabinets and stuff like that, though, and then you just do a still picture, how do we know that you didn't just open them and then take a picture?
Yeah, but they showed in the video, you could see it like behind her hair opening, but the problem is that she's blocking it. So like anything could have pulled it or something like that. We would have never seen it.
Exactly.
So it's hard to say, but you know, I mean, it's weird stuff that happens to you. I wish you would have been able to like get some of the, like her dad or whoever was saying that they were hearing another voice.
Yeah.
That would have been cool if you could actually hear the other voice, because you can hear usually like when EVPs happen, usually they're very breathy. It's not exactly like a human. You can tell there's no body to that voice.
Yeah. Usually, and I haven't heard too many EVPs, but from what I have heard, they don't come out that clear. It's too hard, and that's really easy to make out. As to what real EVPs sound like, where you have a lot of static and you really gotta listen. And really... I
wonder if we looked that girl up, like how many paranormal videos she has up.
We're gonna have to do that. Well, put that in the notes.
Yeah, we will.
Little man, put that in the notes.
Okay, tall man. My bad. You work for me. Put it in the notes.
All right, let's go to the next one real quick. Here we go.
Brother and sister Josh and Crystal are doing a paranormal investigation at the notoriously haunted Hotel del Coronado in San Diego, California. The old hotel opened in 1888, and over the last 137 years, workers and visitors at the hotel claim to have witnessed multiple paranormal incidents and sightings. There are constant reports of lights flickering, televisions turning on and off, and things flying off shelves. Josh and Crystal see something in a side room and try to catch it on film. It doesn't really work, but they do catch something even creepier.
It's okay. I can see you.
I can't see you.
Come to me. Are you a little boy?
It's right there. You see it?
No, I don't.
The shadow?
It's okay.
The shadow.
Come here.
I want it to
It's
move.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but it looks like it's going like back and forth. Is he moving? Is he moving?
Okay, now where's the guy? Where's he at?
Behind her, I
That could be
guess.
his reflection.
Wait. Come back.
Where?
No, you come back. Go straight. Look straight.
Out to
Towards me. No.
That's-
No. Turn towards me like you were earlier. Put your back towards me.
It could,
Oh.
As
Yeah,
Crystal
that's
attempts
different.
to talk to the spirit of a little boy that she believes haunts the room, suddenly Josh's camera captures the spooky, unexplained shadow of a little child that seems to run right past Crystal from the other side.
So that
Wait,
thing
put
we
your
were
back
looking
towards
at
me.
wasn't the...
So did Josh and Crystal catch evidence of the supernatural at the old Hotel del Coronado? As always, you decide. Give me
Okay,
It's
that's what I
possible.
saw. Yeah, I saw that, and it went right over the other shadow that they were looking at.
Yeah.
It was dominating that shadow.
It was. It was full on.
It could be. I mean, again, you'd have to even do some little in like paperwork investigation and see if any kid died there or, anything like that. Or maybe the kid's attached to them.
Billy, I'm right there with you, buddy. I would have been out the door. You would have seen a smoke image
So-
of me once that kid ripped past.
You want to know the funniest thing that I just thought of? That shadow's taller than Vinny.
Oh my God.
All shadows are taller than me.
Here we go. Give me
Yeah, here
shelter.
we go.
shelter. YouTuber Tyson Pierce has a channel dedicated to travel, the outdoors, and basic survival in nature. But on one fateful day, all of his training is put to the ultimate test when something happens that is absolutely terrifying. Tyson is out in the middle of nowhere in Hawkesbury, Ontario, Canada, building what he calls a Viking turf house survival hut. Tagging along with him to help are his younger brother and his friend. The guys are about halfway through building the Viking hut when suddenly an urgent weather warning comes through on Tyson's phone.
Environment Canada has issued a severe thunderstorm warning. Mobile coverage area, take cover immediately if threatening.
But he and the boys are in the middle of nowhere with no time to get out of there. Now, before I show this in accordance with YouTube rules, let me note that absolutely no one was hurt in this video. But this frightening scene is what happened as the storm rolled in.
Oh, leaf.
What the hell? Oh my god.
Holy sh**.
I'm going.
Okay.
Oh, je pense qu'il y a une tornade.
Non, oui, bon.
On peut pas se sauver, c'est d'être là. Check.
Guys, c'est so bad.
Check.
What are they speaking?
Elle s'en vient, reste en dedans.
Non, non, non.
En dedans, en dedans.
Je m'en vais.
Non, on peut pas, il est trop tard. En dedans. Reste en dessous. Tornado. Tornado. Stay low. Stay low. Stay low. Stay low. Stay.
Oh.
Stay. Stay low.
Okay.
Is it leaving?
No. Stay. Oh, buddy. Stay. Stay. It is a small ball. Stay low. No, we're good.
No, we're dying. We're dying.
No, stay. Bro.
But
Oh my god. Tice. Stay, Miguel.
Stay.
We're gonna wait until.
Holy f***.
Please, don't make me.
C'est good, on est good.
On est good? But sir, 100% sir.
Please, God, please.
God, s'il vous plaît. Oh my god, no.
Stay low. Stay. Holy f***.
Tice, please.
Stay. Please, God, please.
God, please. Tice. I'm like, no, please.
C'est good, on est good.
On est bon.
On est good. On est correct.
On est pas good.
On est correct, guys. On est good. On est good. S'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît.
Now again, let me repeat that in accordance with YouTube rules, none of these guys were hurt. Because of the amazing stability of Tyson's shelter, everyone survived and made it out without a scrape. Tyson returns a few days after the storm to check out his shelter and the surrounding woods.
That's my cabin. 2 trees. 2. Oh. That's my cabin right there.
It's still there.
That is insane. Oh, that's snap though. Snap. I need to clear the trees. That's snap there as well.
The trees around the shelter have been uprooted and blown to the ground, but the shelter is still there. The guys are even able to find their bikes buried under one of the downed trees.
Oh, yes. Oh my god, no way. Bro. Our bikes are good. Wow.
Good spot.
My bike.
Our bikes are good.
So Tyson's amazing nature shelter actually saved their lives. He considers it a blessing that they were all able to escape without injury.
Thank you.
That's
The night visitor. In the city of Gwalior in India, something very strange has been happening. Multiple people have recorded CCTV footage of a strange woman wrapped head to toe in traditional Indian clothing who seems to roam the streets late at night, ringing random doorbells before just vanishing without a trace. It is said that animals react strangely to the woman, often running in fear. On one late night, a family in Gwalior records the woman walking down their street.
भैया देखो जी घंटी भी बजाई है इसने ये तमन आंटी की हाँ नहीं भैया इसकी थाने में सूचना देनी पड़ेगी हाँ भैया जी भैया साफ नहीं आ रही यार इसकी दूर से बोलते हो साफ आएगी छोटी देखो अब ये आ रही है अब देखो इनकी बजाई जल्दी हो पहले वो तेरी भैया घंटी बजाएगी देखो हाँ अब देखो तो आई देखो
A bull in the alley runs away in fear as the woman approaches. And then as she rings one of the doorbells, her arm seems to stretch in a bizarre, inhuman way. Now, no one knows who the woman is or why she repeats this strange behavior night after night. Some residents of the town believe that she might be some sort of spirit, especially since police have been called multiple times to the scene. But when they arrive, the woman can never be found. Just outside.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That could just be some senile woman who's.
That's what I was
By
thinking.
the way home.
But it's also odd that, you know, her arm seems to stretch like it does, but that could be like a trick of the camera or something.
That's a very big possibility. All right. So I had a couple of questions real quick. What triggered you into really wanting to do paranormal? Like something childhood or?
I had a couple instances as a child, but really as an adult, I was gifted a car. My stepfather was like 20 years older than my mom, and then his friend's mom passed away, and they gifted me her car. But a short story, to make a long story short, my daughter was like 3 years old, and she was playing hide and seek with somebody in my house that she kept calling the lady Marianne, and it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and she wouldn't go to bed, and we were having other things happen. My daughter's father had surgery, and he was having something pulling the sheets off of him at night. And really, like, my daughter's like, I was like, oh, well, who are you playing hide and seek with? And she's like, Marianne. And I'm like, well, shit, I don't know anybody named Marianne. And then when like 2 or 3 days later, I sold the car, the name on the title was Marianne Syrup. So it was really odd. You know, my kid was too young to read the title or have any idea what it was. So how did she pick that name out of fucking nowhere and doesn't know anybody? You know, we don't know anybody with that name. There is a whole other story that goes with that. I had 2 Rottweilers and a small, like, little pocketbook purse kind of dog. And we would sit in my, I was already going to, like, poor farms in Fort Lauderdale and stuff, and I wasn't protecting myself. Like, they put me in a morgue and a cooler and everything, and used me as, like, a trigger object. And I felt somebody come in that room that was like a man, and I asked my friend, and my friend was like, no, I'm the only one here, and I'm outside the door. Nobody's coming in the room. But I think that man followed me home. And I had a friend stay the night and, like, watch my dogs and stuff. And when I got home, he was outside of my house with his bags packed, and he's like, there's an old lady that keeps screaming at me, telling me to put the blue cushion back in the car. And there's a darker entity that lives by your front door. And the dogs used to stand up in the den, and they would go look towards the door, and they would bark and growl and show their teeth and stuff. But I'd open the door and there'd never be anything there. Like, there'd never be like a raccoon or anything there. So it was really weird that he pinpointed the 2 things, the old lady and the car that he didn't know anything about, and the darker entity that lives by the front door. And I got a video from a flip phone that I had back then, that shows, it was in the middle of the night, and the dogs got up and they were barking, growling stuff, and I took the video. And I was saying in the video, like, listen, if you're going to be friendly, you can stay here with us as long as you're going to be friendly and not hurt anybody. But generally there was just an orb that formed by the door. Like, it had its own light source. It went up the side of the wall, around the back of me, and up the stairs. And as soon as it went up the stairs, the dog kind of winced, and then they went and laid down. So, like, that's really what catapulted me back into really diving into the paranormal and going into places and wanting to see if there really is evidence, because, again, that video and the things that I was thinking, like, I'm thinking I'm fucking crazy,
Right.
Like, I was having sleep paralysis, and it doesn't happen a lot, but it's scary when it does. If it's ever happened to you, you know how scary it is. And
Yeah.
it didn't go away until I would pray. And I'm not religious, so it's kind of like a weird thing to happen to me on a regular. So there's quite a few things that all kind of made it happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's interesting about that is that your daughter could be very in tune. Kids usually that young are in tune with things that
Oh,
adults
yeah.
don't understand. We kind of lose that innocence when we grow up, and I firmly believe that kids can see things that we can't. Like, my niece is 3 years old. She's adorable. Everybody has met her. She has what we like to call an imaginary friend. Problem is that she only plays with this imaginary friend here at our house. She doesn't do it at
Wow.
home. She doesn't do it at dance class. She doesn't do it at daycare. She doesn't do it anywhere else. And the name is Maya.
Do you know Maya?
I do not know Maya, but this house that I am in is very old. It has been updated a lot. So if I were to probably dig into the history of this home, I could probably find a family with a little girl named Maya.
Possible. You might want to try.
Yeah, probably
That sounds
could.
really cool.
If anybody that's watching or gets a hold of this video and you have a place you want us to investigate, we will gladly travel. You can email us, or if you have any videos or evidence of stuff you caught and you want to put it out there, let us know as well. Email us at MiniVinny and Mr. Phoenix Show at gmail.com.
Yep. Well,
So I got to drive to another spot real quick, guys.
That is fine. We're going to take a small commercial break, and we'll be back here in just a little bit.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Let me get this. And
Hey, what's up? This is me, Mini Vinny. I got some great news. Me and Mr. Phoenix just joined a brand new network called the LBOC Network Podcast. You can watch us here, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Friday. See you then.
All right, Vinny, let Nicole get to her location that she needs to go to so she can finish up. So, what have you been thinking? What's been going on?
Because it's the spooky season, I feel that a lot of things around my area and around my home have been picking up, and I think it does have to do with the fact that this month is the spooky month of the whole entire year. I mean, I love October. Halloween is my favorite, will always be my favorite holiday, even if it is not practiced the way I did when I was a kid with trunk or treating and the stuff like that. But to me, October is a beloved holiday, it's a beloved month, and I think it deserves more, gratitude toward it. That is,
Oh yeah, for sure. Nobody decorates. Me and my wife were just talking about that, and she was bringing it up that everybody goes all out for Christmas and hardly anything for Halloween.
Halloween. I mean, I used to remember our whole entire neighborhood would put like haunted skeletons, and spiders, ghosts, zombies, werewolves, all of these creepy ornaments to scare kids. Neighbors would open their garage, make a mini haunted house, or give out candy and scare kids to make them run. Those are the good days. The days where the community acted with
And
each
it was
other.
safe.
Yeah, and it was safe. To tell you the truth, safe or not safe, it's always been dangerous out there. But these days, sickos are just. There's too many really bad people in the world that do things that. And I don't blame people for wanting to make a holiday into something that's not.
Right. Well, on Halloween, I wanted to let everybody know if you go to the links. I don't have them up here, but it is a little bit of coffee. Monday morning at 7 a.m., they will be in costume and talking about Halloween and a lot of different topics.
Okay.
Very spooky.
I will also be appearing Monday morning on the show. Maybe.
Will you?
See if you could spot me. I'll be in costume.
Oh no, I might have to get up just for that.
Well, Jeremy, Mr. Phoenix, you getting up early in the morning is like the moon rising at 9 a.m.
That's true. All right. So, it looks like she's got to her location. I'm going to bring her back up and let's go.
All right. Let's see where she's at.
You are safe.
I am. I made it.
No tickets, right?
Sorry?
No tickets, right?
Yeah, thank God.
No tickets.
Please, let's not put that shit in there.
So, the cool thing is our second show, is going to be on Halloween.
And it will be fun. We're going to have
and
a lot to do.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at, actually, if I'm going to see about teaming up with Nicole and seeing if we can get to a cemetery and try to get some live either EVP or spirit box answers.
That would be great. And then we can put it on the show, or even...
No, we're going to do it live. We're not pre-recording.
The whole show live. It would be awesome.
We're going to do the whole show live. I will have, it'll be done by cell phone. So just giving you the heads up on that. But we will have the whole show live.
So if you get motion sickness, ladies and gentlemen, please be wary. Because Mr. Phoenix trembles.
I'm not a giant. You're just little.
I don't know. I still call you Jolly Green Giant.
All right. Let's see. I've got another question that I would wanted to ask. Let me pull them up.
I got one. Nicole,
go for it.
What is the most active place you've ever been on an investigation? Let me put
it's kind of a hard question to to answer. I've been a lot of the places I've been to have been pretty active. There are some places that I've been able to capture more evidence than others, but a lot of that's like being at the right place at the right time and having the camera on at the right time. But I could say one of the most profound places. I was actually in a jail in Jasper City, Hamilton County, North Florida. It's like a stone's throw from Valdosta, Georgia, like literally 15 minutes away. And it was a jail that was built in, I think, like 1924 or something like that. And it was active as a jail until the 1950s. But the last sheriff was actually hanged by the city's people because he was corrupt. There were about 88 bodies that were hung on that property and buried in the backyard. But I had it was one of my first investigations, actually, and it sits with me all the time. I remember it like it was yesterday, but I was sitting in what they called the drunk tank, and I was there with another male investigator that was just right across from me, and another female investigator that was to the left of me, and she was sitting on a bunk. There was a double bunk, all metal, and then I was sitting on a double bunk on the bottom, and then it was all the bars and stuff on the side and around you, and then there was a catwalk all the way around that.
Oh, wow.
So when I say jail, this is one of those jails that bar that you pull the bar and all the doors close at the same time.
Okay.
And I think there's 8 or 12 cells in the whole jail. But I was sitting there, and in the middle of an investigation, all of a sudden, like this big shadow just walked in the room, like it owned the room. And then I had that really weird feeling of like cobwebs all over my body. Wow. And there were no cobwebs because we had been in that building for the whole weekend. Whatever entity it was like sitting right there. And then I got really cold, like on my face. And I told my friend Adam across from me, I was like, oh my God, we have to stop. And he's like, yeah, what's going on? I was like, I just seen this huge shadow, and I get that cobweb and this cold feeling. And he's like, well, tell me, what did you see or whatever? And he's like, oh, that's actually one of the claims for this room and this building. And then somebody ran up the stairs, just underneath where I was sitting. There was a psychic sitting down there, and she was having like some psychic seizure or something. And somebody ran up the stairs and broke the whole thing, like that was going on with us, to get Adam because he was in the military and could help with this lady. Actually took 4 people to pick her up and bring her outside. Wow. So that she would stop having like this seizure thing that she was having. Now that was really freaky because it was like one of the first investigations that I went to. And then later on that weekend, we were in the jail kind of by ourselves. It was just me and another guy. And I had an Ovilus machine, which is a phonetic generator. Yes. It uses electric in the air to create words on this machine. And it is an Ovilus 3, so it's one of the most sought after pieces of equipment. Mm-hmm. And I was sitting there and I felt like there was like a child around me, but it actually wasn't. On the Ovilus, I was asking questions at the kitchen table, and I just asked, like, is Jesus real? And, or no, actually, I was sitting there and it came across that something about the soil, and then it said that it was a priest. And I was like, okay, so tell me, like, is Jesus real? And then it just said son, S-O-N. It spelled it out, S-O-N, not son like S-U-N. So it said like Jesus is the son. Wow. So it's intelligently answering me at that point. And then I was like, well, is God real? And the phonetic generator just said light, L-I-G-H-T. So what do they always tell you? Jesus is the sun. God is all around you. God is the light.
Yeah.
So it was really weird that priest came across and then he like was kind of doing like, I don't know, like a sermon or trying to tell me, yes, like Jesus is the sun and God is light.
So that would be
It's
a
all
sermon
around
from
you.
the other side.
What?
A sermon from the other side.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
That
like
is
him.
that is very interesting, Nicole.
That is
I am
awesome.
so sorry. I don't mean to stop you, but we are running out of time, and we will pick this up. If you would join us again for Halloween, that would be great.
All right.
Next show. Thank you for coming on. It's always a pleasure to you and talk
Thank
to you.
you.
And thank you for sharing with us. And hopefully on Halloween, we'll catch something live to show our viewers. As of now, this was Minnie Vinny and Mr. Phoenix in the Minnie Vinny Show. Thank you for talking paranormal.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.